Boneset. Eupatorium perfoliatum. This herb supposedly got the name boneset due to its use treating dengue fever, also known as breakbone fever. It is excellent for treating fevers and is a great choice for chest colds and flu. The herb is a perennial native to North America. It is a member of the aster, sunflower family. It is also known as feverwort. Identification. Boneset has erect, hairy stems that grow 2 to 4 feet, 0.6 meters to 1.2 meters, high and branch at the top. The leaves are large, opposite, and united at the base. They are lance-shaped, finely toothed and have prominent veins. Leaves are 4 to 8 inches, 10 centimeters to 20 centimeters, long, with the lower ones larger than the upper ones. The blades are rough on the top and downy, resinous, and dotted on the underside. The leaves of boneset are easily distinguished. They are either perforated by the stem or connate, two opposite leaves joined at the base. The numerous large flower heads of boneset are terminal and slightly convex, with 10 to 20 white florets, and have bristly hairs arranged in a single row. The fragrance is slightly aromatic, while the taste is astringent and strongly bitter. Flowering from July to September, this plant's size, hairiness and other aspects can vary greatly. Medicinal use. The flowers and leaves are used. Best to let dry rather than use fresh due to some degree of toxicity. The major medicinal properties of boneset include use as an antispasmodic, sweat inducer, bile producer, emetic, fever reducer, laxative, purgative, stimulant, and as a vasodilator. Colds, flu, bronchitis, congestion and excess mucus. Boneset is an excellent choice for the treatment of the common cold, flu, and respiratory infections. It discourages the production of mucus, loosens phlegm and helps eliminate it from the body, fights off both viral and bacterial infections, and encourages sweating, which helps reduce the associated fever. People given boneset early in the disease process have milder symptoms and get well faster. A tincture is the easiest form to use. Dengue fever, aka breakbone fever. Dengue fever thrives in tropical environments, and while it is not yet a problem here in the United States, it is probably only a matter of time before it arrives. Boneset is the herb of choice for fighting dengue, a painful mosquito-borne disease that results in high fevers and terrible muscle and bone pain. It reduces the fevers and fights the underlying causes of the disease. It also gives the patient some relief from the bone-breaking pain. Malaria. Native Americans have commonly used boneset to treat malaria. It promotes sweating, which helps relieve the fever associated with malaria and lessens the severity of the disease. Yellow fever and typhoid. Boneset is helpful in the treatment of yellow fever and typhoid, although it is not as effective as it is for treating dengue fever and malaria. Its main use here is its ability to reduce the accompanying fevers. Harvesting. Harvest the leaves and flowering stems of boneset during the summer, just before the buds have opened. Dry them for later use. Seeds of boneset ripen about a month after flowering and are collected boneset flowers and leaves, jomaget. When the heads are dry, split, and the fluffy seed begins to float away. If seeds are collected earlier, dry the seed heads for 1 to 2 weeks in open paper bags. Warning: do not use boneset for pregnant or nursing mothers or for young children. Not for long-term use. Recipes: boneset infusion. Take boneset infusion hot to relieve fevers and treat colds, flu, and similar diseases. Use it cold as a tonic or tincture. Ingredients: 1 ounce dried boneset leaf, 1 quart, 1 liter, boiling water, 1 quart, 1 liter, jar with a tight-fitting lid. Instructions: put the dried boneset leaves into the jar and pour the boiling water over it to fill the jar. Tightly cap the jar and shake it gently to distribute the herb. Let the infusion steep for 4 hours. Strain through a coffee filter or a fine sieve. Warm it before drinking. It is very bitter, but warming it helps.
Until next time, keep yourself in good health. It's Michael from the International Translation Health Store Desk. Thank you for watching.